I have been teaching German for about 10 years now. And in every class, after I introduce the articles, the editas, I get asked the same question. Rushika, do we actually need them? What if we just don't learn the genders? Will it be fine? Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you why is it necessary to learn articles. And this is actually a video clip of my A1 live batch where you will see live interaction, the questions, the doubts that has the students asked, also some tips and tricks that we have discussed in the video. Video is a little longer, but watch until the end. Do not skip, and you will actually have some idea why do we need articles. Okay, now yes. Okay, now today we are going to talk about genders. Okay, now genders are, these are the articles. Okay, now if you compare this concept with English, it's little different. If everybody is comfortable with Hindi, I guess, in the class. Okay, very basic Hindi, na? Not very hi-fi, very basic. So I'll give some references from that as well. Now, every single thing in German has a gender. Okay, now let us look at all of these words. You can see this PPT? This.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay.
Yes.
Now, if you look at the biological gender, something that we are born with, could be a male or a female gender, you can consider ki, theek hai, a father, a brother, uncle, son. Okay, all of these are masculine people. Now, similarly, women, all kinds of women. Na? So we have sister, mother, aunt, grandmother, cousin, na? Female cousin. All of these are feminine genders. Okay, so the words that you see here, dear, die, das, these words just tell us about the gender of a word. Okay, what gender that particular word has. Now, masculine is denoted by the word dear. Feminine is denoted by the word die. Okay, now there is one more additional gender, which is das. Okay, and even for some human related words, we also have the neutral gender, which is kind, baby, and the word Mädchen, which means young girl. Okay, now here is where the logic leaves the room. Na? Ki a kid cannot be male or cannot be neutral. A kid has a gender, but when we refer to kid as a word, it becomes neutral. Similarly, baby. Okay, or a young girl. Now, at least these are the exceptions, so we can mug it up. Okay, and baki ka to anyway you can understand by looking at the biological gender. But also all the non-living things, they have their own gender. Okay, now here is where a little bit of similarity comes with Indian languages. Okay, like in Hindi, if I want to say my house, how will I say my house in Hindi?
मेरा घर
मेरा घर
Mera ghar, correct, mera ghar. Now, if I want to say my car,
मेरी गाड़ी
मेरी गाड़ी
correct. So, see, you shifted from mera to meri, right? Why? So, everywhere, irrespective of who is speaking, we will still say mera, na? Mera ghar, tera ghar, aapka ghar, uska ghar. So, that does not mean that ghar is masculine or it has some masculine like muscles to show, ki, oh, look at me. I am a masculine gender. No. Similarly, Gadi also does not tell us anything about the feminine characteristics. But that is how the language has been created. Right? So we never say meri ghar. We always say mera ghar. Mera gadi, no. Meri gadi. All right. Now that is why we also have some students from who speak South Indian languages. Do you have this concept in your language as well?
No.
Genders. Right.
That's
So
why
that
it's
is why
difficult to actually speak Hindi also sometimes.
correct. For you, it is difficult to digest that topic, na?
Yeah.
Yeah, so similar is what we have in German as well. Now the
But in
way we
Hindi, there is a
Mhm.
similarity of whichever the things that end in E are generally feminine.
Right,
So
correct.
it's sometimes easy to, wire it that way.
Mhm.
But anything
Right.
like that is in German, or we just have to
Uh,
memorize.
we do have some endings that we can
Okay.
try to remember.
Okay.
Okay. Now let us look at these lists. Now, let us look at masculine. Der Kuli, der Ball, der Tisch, which means table, der Bus, der Park, der Tag, der Tee, der Kaffee, der Saft. Now, nowhere you can just imagine, yeah, tea must be masculine or coffee must be masculine, juice must be masculine. No, there is no way to even figure out. Okay. Now, the way we have learned Hindi is by just by listening to all of these songs. And we naturally learned it. We did not have to even
Hmm.
put efforts to say, अरे मेरा घर होगा या फिर मेरी घर क्यों नहीं है? We never asked these questions. But
Hmm.
here we are making a deliberate effort to understand
Hmm.
this. That is why remembering the articles will be difficult for you. Okay,
Okay.
because you are compulsory putting that effort to understand. Na?
Hmm.
Abhi, if somebody is in Germany already and you have a kid there, so that kid will listen to the same stuff so many times, and he or she will not ever doubt it or not even ask question, okay, why is it like this? Why is it like that? They just naturally adopt to the language,
Correct.
right? So that is why understanding the genders is little difficult. It is little frustrating, but you have to do it. Okay, so every time you try to learn new vocabulary, there will be these words der, die, das, and those words will tell you what gender that word has. Okay, now where do we find these genders? Okay, you can find it in the dictionaries. Okay, have you all downloaded this dictionary?
Yes, Rushika.
All right, any dictionary will do. This is my favorite. Now, Lingui Dictionary shows you the gender as well. Okay, bloomer. Now, if I go here, there is one more site that I refer to, article. This site has 99% all the words. In case you do not find anything, you can ping me or you can just try to find in the dictionary as well. But right now, you won't need any complicated words, so it's fine. So if you put a word there, you will see the gender. So that is feminine. If I put something bal, so you will see this deer. So deer talks about masculine. If you put auto, uh, you will see it is a neutral gender. Now, do you remember that Volkswagen ka ad? What does that lady say?
That's
Volkswagen, and after
auto.
that,
That's auto.
that's
That's
auto.
auto.
So literally, she is just saying Volkswagen the car. That's a little lame, no? It's like saying Nirma the washing powder. So it's actually that. Volkswagen das Auto, which means people's car, the car.
Hmm.
It is that translation. Okay. So everywhere you need to know the genders. And these words that we have just now seen, der, die, and das, these words also are the in German. Okay. Now in English, we have only one the. So it is the pen, the ball, the bag, the car. Everywhere it is same. But now the additional challenge of this language is you have to select the correct the depending on the gender of the word. Okay, any confusion so far? Do you want me to repeat anything? Anyone?
Rishika, one question here. So, how
Hmm.
important is this article from the exam perspective? Because during the conversation, what I've noticed here is nobody's bothered about the article if it is while speaking with a layman language, kind of. So, how important is this article to be kind of by hearted for the exam
Correct.
point of view?
So if you want to be able to speak correctly, it is the most important thing, like top
Mhm.
priority. If you want to be able to clear the exam or speak grammatically correct, Because it doesn't, this list now, there didasty, it does not stop here. We have 16 does and 16 ers, that is 12 ers and some articles for plural as well. So every single grammatical structure is related to all of these does and ers. And their function for every case is different, which we will learn. Okay, right now we are only dealing with this line, der, die, das, die. In chapter 4, we will learn with this, how it changes from der to den. So this we are yet to learn. But every grammatical structure is depending on the articles. Everything. Okay, so you have to know the genders. Just imagine that now you appear for A1 exam and you don't pay attention to genders. You just say ki nahi, I don't care about the genders at all. And the passing mark for A1 exam is 60. Like 61 you have to score. And because of the genders, you wrote ekdam अजीब ना उल्टा पुल्टा letter. And you wrote जहाँ पे there लिखना चाहिए, you wrote das. And because of that mistake, you scored 59. You failed the exam. So from exam point of view, you have to know these articles. Baki street pe, on the street, you say der, you say das. Nobody's going to like point you out. But matlab, it is a part of language learning. So I would suggest you prioritize this as well. Okay. Now, like Anuradha asked, there are certain endings that can tell us that, okay, this word must be feminine, this word must be masculine. Okay. Now, on the same side, dear article.de, you'll find a list. Okay. Now, here is some of the regeln, that is the rules. Now, some of the monate, months, Wochentage, that is the days that we learned yesterday, Windrichtungen, the directions, Wetter, Automarken, the cars brands, Züge, that is the trains, alkoholische Getränke, alcoholic drinks. All of these are masculine. Or the words that end in er, ling, or, ist, ismus. All of these will be masculine. Similarly, for D words, we have Motorradmarken, that is the motorcycle brands, Schiffnamen, all the ship names, Flugzeuge, the aircrafts or airplanes, Zahlen, numbers, Blumen, that is the flowers, other words that end in E, T, I, E, N. Okay, so this way you can try to remember. Okay, so I will share you this list. But as a beginner, you should always go and check for the gender. Okay, every time, let's say you are looking for the word book, you go here and you check, okay, it is das book. So it is neutral. Okay, so we will start with that exercise right now. Should we go to Yvonne's book first? Okay, now there are many ways in which you can try to remember the genders or bring them in your daily life. Okay, just say, try to make a list of the things that you often use or you need, or they are right in front of you right now. Okay, just say if I'm sitting in my, I'm in my living room right now, so I have a laptop. So I will try to find the gender of the word laptop because I'm going to use it every day. Or handy, my phone, bottle, water. Now notice, that is the notes ki book. Or mouse, keypad, earphones, headsets. So try to find words that are related to you. So this way, don't try to just find the words which you will never use.
Okay.
Okay, so this way you can build the vocabulary as well. Another thing is I will send you a reel after the class today. I used to do this. So I started learning German in 2009 and I have been staying in a hostel since then. for 6, 7 years of period, I was in a hostel. So I used to put a sticky note everywhere. Like all the places in my room, the entire room was filled with sticky notes. So if on the bed, I used to write Das Bet, or at the window, I used to write Das Fenster. So every time I would go there, I will see the word. Or
Mm.
another thing that one of my student does is he takes 5 words a day. Okay, then he writes them on the sticky note, or you can just write it on a piece of paper, and then he sticks it to his laptop. So every time then he's opening his laptop, he looks at the words. So that way because of the repetition, you learn. Now, how many of you have the this Duolingo? Duolingo name? Duolingo only, na app
Yeah. Yeah.
on your phone?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So there is an app called Duolingo. It is a famous app for learning languages. Okay, so all of you can download now this app. It's free. Okay, so Duolingo ka method is they keep on sending you the same words 1,000 times.
Mm.
So if you're looking for the word Wasser, which is water, it will keep on showing you the articles. So you click, Arey, nahi, not der Wasser, maybe die Wasser. No. So it shows you, okay, it is das Wasser. And it records your
Yeah.
incorrectly selected sentences as well.
Correct.
So next time it shows you that first. Okay, so it is available on Android as well as iPhone. So download this Duolingo, and now you can start using this app. So Duolingo is not good for language learning, as in from the from basics. It can be used as additional resource just to
Mm.
help you out for the vocabulary building. Okay, so we have to start with this first, but we'll do it little different way. Hmm? Now, all of you, I'm sending this link in the chat of this video, chat of this meeting, okay? In the Zoom, and also I will send it on WhatsApp. Okay, now open it. All right, we are going to try to find genders of all of these words together right now. Okay, and do not disclose it right away. I will ask each one of you. Okay, बाकी के लोग can also try to try to find it out. We are on Übungsbuch, Seite Nummer 74, 6. Okay. Now the first word here is Taxifahrer. Okay. Now type this word here. So you will write it this way, Taxifahrer. Okay. And now, Stella, can you tell us what is the gender that you have found?
Okay. Again.
If I click, see, dear. Okay, dear taxifar. So this means that this word is masculine. So I will write it here, dear. Okay. Next word is studentin. Okay, let me ask this to Jignesh. Student.
It's a feminine because student is male and studentin is female, right?
Correct, correct.
So it will
Okay,
be
so it
die
is
studentin,
very good. Die Studentin. Next one, Ärztin, which is a female doctor. So anyway, it will be
die Arztin.
die. Die Ärztin. Now let us look for Kellner. Okay, Akil, you tell me this one. I'll write down the yes. So what's the gender? Dear
Dear.
does. Mm-hmm. So it
Dear.
is dear. Yeah. And Kellner is a waiter. Okay, so I will write dear. Now the female, like we have shikshak and shikshika. So in Hindi we have two versions of the same profession, no?
Hmm.
Yeah. So this is Kelna is a male waiter, and Kellner is a waitress. Okay. Arst is a male doctor. Ärztin is a female doctor. Okay. What is Lehrer?
Teacher, lecturer,
Yes,
but it
teacher,
is a male
lecturer.
one.
And female will,
Lehrerian is a female one.
correct. It's a female teacher. Okay. Now we know this word. What is it?
Automobile.
Das
Car.
Das Auto, no?
Das Auto.
See, now we unknowingly know this word because of
because of
that
ad.
ad, Das Auto. Yeah. Okay. Now next one, Anuradha, computer.
Hmm. Das? No, I haven't searched it.
Dear. Okay.
Okay.
It is dear.
Dear. Okay.
Okay. Dear computer. It also ends in ER. Okay.
Ah.
And then we have spritzer. Who would like to tell this? Indumati? Spritzer is injection.
B spritzer.
Correct. Okay, so if I keep it here, die Spritzer. Okay, so this does not tell you the meaning sometimes, so you can just try to find it in the dictionary. So, die Spritzer. Most of the words that end in E are always feminine. Okay, next one, Ismail, glass. Glass is glass.
Das Glas.
Correct.
Das Glas.
We have, yes, das glass. Okay. Das. Das glass. Next one, Sugandha, Schlüssel. Schlüssel, key.
It's there.
Yeah.
There.
Schlüssel, dear. Correct.
Meaning is key.
Key. Correct. One key. Okay, so it is dear Schlüssel. Next, Shardul, book.
Das book.
Perfect. Huh? Das book. Then we have medicament. Vion, try to find this one. Medicament. Yes, Vion, are you there? Okay, who would like to tell the gender?
Oh, medicament, is it?
Das
Das.
medicament.
Correct. Das medicament. Medicine. Drug.
Why these people have that they will instead use K instead of C in all the words, like maximum.
That's a part of the language.
It's a little bit funny if we try to convert it into our style.
It is funny because they have not taken English or Hindi or base now. They
Hmm.
have just created language as per that popped into their head that time. So it is, for us, it is funny because we are comparing it with
Yeah.
English. For them, it is normal. Maybe they will find our language funny. Kya re, why do they write with C? It should be K, like K. Every language is different. Every language has different characteristics, different tortures. So articles are the tortures of German language. Okay, like Ati, Para, Khadi. Okay, those who can read the script. Now I speak Marathi and we have this sound, okay? So this sound is ळ.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is not l. It is ळ. Huh. So
Actually,
most of
even
the
in Tamil,
people,
there are three r, like la, ra, la. So it's like very difficult
correct.
for, yeah. And Malayalam and Tamil are pretty similar. And Marathi also, they have that la.
Yes.
So,
So just say we have this sh,
mm,
okay, or this ળ, or this ksha,
sure.
nya.
Mm,
So all of these are not there in different languages. Maybe in Hindi, they don't have this, or like you mentioned, in South Indian languages, we do not have. Or there are some sounds in South Indian languages that I may not be able to speak.
yeah.
Now, so every language has its different way of working. So German has this K thing. Hmm? Now the next one is, who would like to tell this one? It is Rechnung.
Invoice.
Bill.
Yes, bill invoice.
Yeah,
D.
rationing
D.
is bill and Speisekarte was menu card, I guess.
Correct. Okay, what is Reshnu? Genders? The
D.
gender?
D.
Yeah.
Irrational.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now all the words that are going to end in ung.
Mm,
Okay, ung are always feminine. This is a must. For
okay.
example, Meinung. Okay, Meinung is opinion. Ung again.
Okay.
Okay, I will write this down. Meinung. Opinion. Next one, Straße. Now look at this. If it is E at the end, what do you think? What could be the gender of this word? Just guesswork.
D.
D. Okay.
D.
So we have, let me type it here. Correct. Die Straße, which means street or road. Let's do one more feminine. Tabella. नहीं, tablet होता ना. D again, feminine.
Mm,
Okay, so it is here. Now let us look at Stift.
pen.
Sugandha, Stift.
Yes.
Der.
Correct.
Pen.
Der Stift, pen. Okay, der Stift. And the last one, Geld.
Das Geld. Coins.
Das Geld, yeah. Geld is money. So we have Geld, money. Okay, now we'll do this one as well, and then we'll return to our course book. Now we have to segregate. Now, first one is given Universität, which is a feminine article. It is written here. Okay. Arst, what do you think? What gender it has? It is a.
He,
There.
it was masculine.
It's
Yes.
masculine.
So I will write here.
There.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Then simmer. Now look for the word simmer. Akil, you tell me this one.
Where is room, right?
Correct.
So
And the gender is das Zimmer. Perfect. Okay. So it is das Zimmer. What about studentin?
That's student
It
D.
should be D.
Aha.
D.
In.
D.
Because feminine.
E.
Feminine.
Correct. Yes. Now let us look at this word. All of you search this word. Now, as per the
Spoken
logic,
English.
it should be feminine. Okay, but now look. I'll also check. Wochenende.
Das.
Okay. Now, as per the logic, this word ends in E, but it should be dina, but it is das. So there could be exceptions as well. So that is why just run it through the dictionary or such websites just to check the gender. Once, okay, das Wochenende. So it will go into. Now let us look at this. Kurs.
I
Ismail.
guess it to be feminine.
Okay. Kurs is course.
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 Rushika, just one
No,
thing.
I'm not.
Sure.
This student in should be go inside 3, right?
What did I write? Okay. 3. Yes. They have written der die das, der das die, but I'm used to der die das.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry, I got confused.
No, I got confused. Okay. Okay. Yes, Ismail. Kurs is
Course is das.
das Kurs.
There,
Der
dear.
Kurs.
There.
Where did you find das?
Guys,
In a different dictionary? Maybe. Or did you guess?
I guess.
No guesswork. There is no way to know. So don't guess. It's weird. Then we have ya.
Das Jahre.
Ya is year.
Das.
First year, second year. So das year.
So it's pronounced as ya, is it?
Yeah.
H and
matlab,
R are
not
silent.
not there much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is das Jahr. Then we have this word which is patient.
Patient.
Okay.
What
And this is a male
the-
patient. Male
Hmm.
patient. So it will be
There.
der. Correct. Der patient. And what will be the female patient?
Patientin.
These.
Correct. Die Patientin. Female patient.
Accident is spelled like some Spanish word.
Hmm.
Yeah. Patient. Okay.
Patient.
Now next one. Tag.
Tag is day, which is male.
Okay. Let's look for it. Okay. Der Tag.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's a masculine noun. Der. Okay. Next one. Indumati. Stunde.
Die
Yes. And what's the meaning?
Student.
R.
So there two
Okay.
mention R and
Lesson
lesson as well.
and hmm.
Lesson matlab this, like we say na, class.
Period.
These are the period. That is
Ah.
this Stunde. Lesson. Like you can combine this with Musik and say Musikstunde. Music period.
Hmm.
Okay.
Like this. But otherwise it's like Stunde, R, clock wala.
Mhm.
Okay. So it is the. Then we have Krankenhaus. Jignesh, what
Hospital.
about this? What's the gender?
Krankenhaus is hospital, right?
And the gender is?
Is it feminine?
Check. No guesswork. Yeah, what's the gender?
Das Krankenhaus. It's neutral.
Correct. Das Krankenhaus. Hospital. So it is 2. Next one.
Krankenhaus will
Wo-
be then considered as a Zimmer, like.
No, the entire hospital. Simmer?
Zimmer's house is what? That's why he's asking.
Like we
Matlab?
consider
Room.
Zimmer as some neutrum, so
Acha,
it's
okay.
a room. So like that, it is Krankenhaus is also like a roomy body. So we are also considered as a neutrum.
Not necessarily. Actually, this has to do with this word. Last word.
House.
House.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm anyway coming to that point, composite words after this. Hmm? I'll explain this one as well. Okay, next one, can I ask Stella? Woche. Week.
Die.
Die Woche. Then we have Kino, Shardul. That is movie theater.
Das Kino.
Yes, yes, let me write cinema hall on it. Das Kino is 2 and this is 3. Next one, restaurant.
Das Restaurant.
Das
Das
restaurant.
Correct. Das. Kilometer.
Der Kilometer.
There.
Yeah, kilometer. Dear. Seminar.
Das.
Das Seminar. Das. And Krankenpflege. So if we have a female nurse, we'll call her Krankenschwester. Okay, if we have a male nurse, we'll call him Krankenpfleger. Okay, it is a male nurse.
Krankenpflege.
But when
Okay.
I'm searching for it, it is like D. Krankenpflege.
1 second.
Showing D. But
There.
R is not added. Okay. Okay. I think
Did you look for the plural form?
no. The R was not there in the word that I searched.
Acha. That is the care, just the care for the sequence. That is D.
Okay.
Pflege word is D. Okay. Now let us look at these words. Okay. Krankenschwester, Krankenpfleger, and the word Krankenhaus. Okay. Now, what is common in all of these 3 words?
Kranken.
Correct. Okay.
We can
So it
add
is-
one more actually. It is Krankenwagen.
And what's the gender?
It's related to a car. It's ambulance, so it will be der Krankenwagen.
Yeah, Krankenwagen. Yeah, ambulance. Perfect. Okay. Now all of these words, there is one word in the beginning and one word at the last. Now just say Kranken plus something. Okay. And if you have such words, they are called composita. Composita or composite words. Okay, where we club two or more, one or more than one word, words together and make it into one word. Okay, so it can also have 3 words together clubbed to make into one word. So Krankenpflege, Kranken, if you just look for this word in the dictionary, we'll find sick people, patients. Okay, sirf the word Kranke. And the plural form is Kranken. Okay, and Pflege is a male. So this entire word will take the gender of the last word, always. That is why for all these 4 words, there is a different gender. Because we always will consider the gender of the last word. Composite words that we call it. Okay. Now, do you think we have such words in English? Ismail, Akil, where we combine 2, 3 words together, or a phrase maybe. We don't necessarily write them together, but they are one part. Okay. What about this word birthplace? There are 2 different words now. Similarly, birth, day, then
Waterfall.
Mother
very
tongue.
good.
Weekend.
Yes. Weekend, yes. Waterfall, mother tongue.
Sunflower.
Sunflower. Good. और कुछ?
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Schmetterling. Akhil, one word. Like this in English.
Housemaster.
Housemaster. Housemaster, did you
Postman.
say? Postmaster.
Newspaper.
Postman.
Okay.
Postman.
Acha,
Yeah,
you said
sorry.
postman. I
Yeah.
heard something else.
Actually,
Housemaster.
yeah,
Newspaper.
actually,
Yes,
Yeah.
newspaper. Ismail, one word. Shardul, beyond, if you're there.
Happy hour.
Happy hour. Consultation hours. It could be anything, no? Consultation hours. Okay. So in German as well, we have this, but in like this, we write them separately. But in German, these words are clubbed together
Mm-mm.
and they will become one word. Okay, now let us look for birth. Just the word birth. Birth. Now it is Geburt. And what's the gender? उसके सामने देखो F लिखा है. So
Feminine
that
is no
is
to die Geburt.
so it is die Geburt. Now let us look for place. क्या लिखा है? Ort. And it is
Dear.
which gender? Der. So if I club these two words together, Geburt, Ort. So actually it should be Geburts. We add that S just for pronunciation purpose. Geburts, Ort. What
Should
will
be
be the
der.
gender?
Dear.
Yes.
Der Geburts, Ort. Let's look. See, masculine. So although Geburt, the first word is feminine, it doesn't matter. We will always follow the gender of the last word. Okay. Now you already know the gender of the word Tag. What is it?
It's
Day
dear.
is Tag, na? हाँ. So what will be birthday के लिए?
Dear.
Geburtstag.
Geburtstag.
Correct.
Der Geburtstag.
Geburtstag. Correct. Wasserfall. Das. Der Wasserfall. Der. Der
Yes.
Wasserfall. Also, weekend.
Wochenende.
Wochenende. Yes, das Wochenende. Mother tongue, Muttersprache.
Muttersprache.
Sonnenblume. Sonnenblume. Sunflower. Okay, so this way, these Sonnenblume. So this way you can try to understand. Die Muttersprache. Okay. One thing we have to make sure that wherever there is a gender, that letter will be always capitalized. Okay, so have you noticed this, that some words are say beach mein hi aate and they are capitalized? Have you noticed? जैसे ये word
Student.
Stunde. See, it is capitalized for no reason. This has been capitalized. Capitalized. Okay, so just remember that these are the nouns and all the nouns will be capitalized. Like even the simple words such as Monday, Friday, we will not capitalize them, no? Or Universität, afternoon, you will write it small a. But in German, you will have to capitalize it. Okay, any questions, anyone? Too much to digest?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a little bit too much to digest actually. Okay, now in our note, in our Übungsbuch, okay, after every capital, you have the list of the words that are given in that particular capital.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a good way to start building your vocabulary. Just say if you go to capital Eins at the last of the Übungsbuch, you will find देखो, der Name, der Vorname, der Nachname.
D start.
Die Stadt. Ja. Die E-Mail-Adresse, die Handynummer, die Telefonnummer. And now how all of this is connected with the grammars, I'll tell you. Now let me take you to first capital. Okay. Now look at this. Ihr Name. Okay. Mein Name. But ihre oder deine Telefonnummer.
Telefonnummer.
Ihre oder deine E-Mail-Adresse. So now let me ask this to Ismail. Ismail, why do you think that it is ihr Name here but ihre Telefonnummer here? Why the change?
It's what is your name and what is your telephone number.
हाँ वो तो ठीक है मीनिंग वाइज बट ये ईयर में व्हाई देयर इज अ चेंज व्हाई इट इज डिफरेंट
No, ma'am. I don't know.
okay it is only because of the gender
Mm.
so if you look at nama ka gender it is what did we just now see
Masculine.
dear nama
Dear
Dear
ma'am.
Nama.
but telephone number और email address का gender is दीदी
D. Okay.
same like Hindi ना मेरी गाड़ी मेरा घर so we make the changes to that मेरा मेरी तेरा तेरी आपका आपकी same thing. That is why we have to know the genders as well because everywhere we'll make those changes.
Okay.
Okay. Just say, let me write few things here. Die Speisekarte, die Meinung, die Rechnung, der Schlüssel, die Spitze, die Lehrerin, der Lehrer, Ersten, der Arzt. Okay. Now, let us take the same example here. Okay. Oh, 1 second. What I'll do now, I'll add one more note. Let me share the second note. Okay. Now we'll take the same example. Mine and mine. Okay. So you will use mine for all the masculine. Okay. And neutral. All right. And you will use minor for feminine and plural as well. Okay. Now, Akil, if you want to say my teacher and it is a male teacher, how will you say?
Mine.
Full mine lerer. Okay. Now, if you want to say my female teacher, like you are referring to a female teacher, so that will be
Meine.
mine. Lerer.
Lehrerin.
Lehrerin. Perfect. Okay. Now, Shardul, you want to say my key, a single key. So you'll say this word. It is masculine. So you'll say mine.
Mine. Schlüssel. Schlüssel.
Schlüssel.
Schlüssel.
Yeah. Mine. Schlüssel. Now, Shardul, you want to say my invoice or my bill. So you'll say
Mine.
my diye. So
Mine.
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 Meine.
Mine.
Meine Rechnung. Okay, so everywhere you have to make these changes.
So in case of my money, Do we
Mhm.
use mine Geld? Okay.
Mein Geld.
Both for neutral and masculine. Okay.
Correct. Okay. Sugandha, how will you say my room?
Mein Zimmer.
Perfect. Mein Zimmer. Hmm. How will you say, suppose you are a doctor. Now, do we have anybody? A doctor? Okay. If you want to say my patient, Jignesh, but it's a male patient, then Jignesh is there. Jignesh? All right.
Yeah.
Indumat. Yeah.
About
Indumati?
Arbeit you asked, na?
No, no, no. My patient. Male patient बोलना है.
Uh, Mein Patient.
Patient. Yes. और अगर मुझे बोलना है कि my female patient, तो I will say my
Mein Patientin.
meine Patientin.
Meine Patientin.
ठीक है. Indumati, you want to say my week. Like my week was great, suppose. So,
Meine.
meine Woche.
Okay.
Okay. What about this? Who can tell me, Anu? My birthplace.
Mine
Hmm.
Geburtsort.
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 Then you can say mein Geburtsort is Pune. Mein Geburtsort is Mumbai, whatever it is. Hmm?
Yeah.
What about my father?
Mein Vater.
Correct. Sugandha, my mother will be
Meine Mutter.
meine Mutter. Correct. Then it goes on. You can write it for anything. You can say mein Sohn, my son, but meine Tochter.
Doctor.
Okay. So you always have to pay attention to the gender of the next words.
Hmm.
Okay, that is why I said it is little close to the Hindi structure. Meri, mera. Okay, so if I'm, let's say I'm a male and I'm talking about my daughter, I will still say na meri ladki. If I'm a female, I'll still say meri ladki. So it does not depend on your gender, but gender of the next word.
Yeah.
Okay, so this way you can start building, like writing tiny sentences. Okay, so we still have 15 minutes. I don't want to teach anything new. It's already a little heavy. So instead of that, okay, what we can do is we can just be done with all of this course book, vagera. Okay, we'll watch a series for 10 minutes. Okay. Now, this is not Nico's Weg, but another one called Deutsch. Do you know this by any chance?
Yeah,
No.
I know. It is some funny serial for those who wanna start learning German.
Mm-hmm.
They are like
Yeah,
actually friends type,
correct.
na?
Correct. Yes. Okay. So I'll also send you this link, extra of Deutsch. Okay. So now I'm going to play this in case you want to just leave from the class, that's also fine. Okay, I'll play this for 10 minutes. Those who want to watch. Okay, let me just